welcome to everybody that's on YouTube right now watching this video. Appreciate you guys very much. This is going to be a submission video for any and all events that I will be participating in over the course of the year. So I do appreciate you guys coming to check it out. If you are coordinators of events and things of that nature, thank you for taking the time to look over my submission. All right. If you're checking it out on YouTube, make sure you give the video a like and maybe leave a comment in the description down below and let me know that you saw it. Just give a thumbs up or something, or leave an emoji. Doesn't matter. Helps me out. All right, without further ado, this is going to be Resident Evil 2 Remake, Leon 2nd, standard difficulty, 120 FPS category. And we are going to be trying to finish this as fast as possible. All right, my PB in this category right now is a 15. Our estimate time for any events that we're going to be doing will be 120. I'm obviously looking to get that PB down from 115 to maybe about a 105, maybe 110. So we'll see if we can get that done during this or in the future. All right, I will be deviating from any official strats or like leaderboard strats. We'll keep some safety things in mind because these are for this event is to be a showcase, or this run is to be a showcase in events, and we want to make sure that we are being entertaining as well as much as we can. So without further ado, I will be starting after I skip the first cutscene. This game is tracked by in-game time, and the time is frozen when we are in cutscenes. So after I select standard, we'll go to the first cutscene. I'll hit pause. Pause is on the screen. I'm in the first cutscene. This is an indicator because there is the word skip behind my avatar. All right, so without further ado, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to try to do semi-explaining, semi-not, as to not ruin my RNG, because I get a lot of commentators curse when I'm running these games. So this is how we start off in the side cemetery place of the Raccoon City Police Department, and we come to 2 flights of stairs, which we will be doing a technique known as stair skating. Rhythm to cancel an animation of Leon or Claire walking up the stairs, each individual step. Right? You aim ever so slightly, and it cancels that animation and boosts you forward just a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna run to the side here without looking professional. Like, that's okay, Harry. I like you out here anyway. All right, so I messed that up a little bit and I hit the wall. Again, commentator's curse. Stair skate down here halfway. Hit this door and open the bolt cutters that we just got before that cutscene. Go into this room, and this is where we deviate, just to deviate from the original or from the leaderboard strats. If you're going for a good time, you be doing this. If you're just learning the game, I highly suggest you try it this way first, or with these strats, to get yourself comfortable with the routing first. So we will not be using the M19 handgun. We will be using the Matilda, which will limit our ammo as far as the handgun goes, but we will be using the shotgun primarily to take care of enemies for the most part. Having a lot of ammo for that. First deviation again. Second deviation here is me coming up the stairs to go get the key card to get the shotgun early. Typically, you wouldn't pick up the shotgun until near the end of the run in the labs. So this is the only real big deviation outside of what you would normally come across. Okay, we use our last 2 bullets there. We wanted to try to at least save our handgun bullets that we start out with, but due to my poor aiming, that was not a thing. All right, so I'm gonna pick up those boards there for later, and then we're gonna cross into here. Elliot's on the floor. We're gonna leave Elliot alone, and run back here to go collect a fuse for a shutter that we need to open up to get into the main lobby. Looking good, looking good. Don't want to jinx myself too much here because that typically happens to me a lot. A little bit about myself here. I have been speedrunning for a few years now, going on probably like 6 or 7. I do it for strictly for fun. Mostly it started out with the Resident Evil series games, and then spread over to like Hollow Knight, Sonic, and and the Soulsborne games like Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne. Uh, so yeah. Out of all of those, though, I enjoy speedrunning Resident Evil games the most. Relation for the Soulsborne games, but I digress. But I do it for fun. I like learning the strats and finding resources for the game, just sharing those resources, helping people optimize their run, even just getting them introduced into speedrunning in general. I participated in a few events ran by GDQ, GDQ Hotfix events, notably Unapologetically Whack and Fast, and the Juneteenth events. Been enjoying doing showcases. It's pretty fun, meeting new people and just having it. So this slicker's gonna hit me. Okay, perfectly fine. Want him to hit me. I'm okay with that hit. I'm gonna get that board on that window. I want this licker to come down this hallway as fast as possible. But I keep the camera aimed towards him because lickers operate off a camera situation. The camera being pointed at them. So if the camera's not pointed at them, they move fast. If the camera is pointed at them, they move at normal speed, as you saw there a little bit. When the camera wasn't on him, he zoomed to that corner, right? But as soon as he got around the corner, he kind of slowed down and just seemed like normal, right? It's one of the weird mechanics. Weird things about it. One of the weird things about enemies in this game. If I can just get this thing out of my inventory, that'd be great. All right, so after getting that key card, here's where that deviation takes us to go get the shotgun. We no longer have any handgun bullets, so now we have to deal with using the shotgun. All right, so now that we have the shotgun, we're going to immediately 2 bullets. All right, he gave us good RNG. He ran right past us, which meant we could run right past him. He was still in an animation. So a lot of zombies will be stuck in like a pseudo animation sort of kind of thing. She didn't go over the ledge, which is fine. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Okay. I was trying to manipulate her to fall over the ledge so we don't have to worry about her on the way back here, but it's okay. We're going to deal with it when we get there. So yeah, a lot of zombies they have animations that we can kind of manipulate and get around and bait out and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be trying to do that as much as possible to conserve ammo and conserve picking up items, because when we pick up items, it affects something in this game called difficulty assistant or difficulty adjustment. Essentially, Capcom, since Resident Evil 4, they placed a automatic difficulty adjustment. You're doing better in the game gets harder. So they thought this was cool and said, hey, we're going to place this in all of our games from here on out after 4, and made it a thing. It sucked because it makes the game harder, it makes the enemies do different things at different levels, all that kind of fun stuff. So we're going to try to avoid increasing that as much as possible. We have full control over it, which means we kind of are the ones who take the RNG out of the game if we do things the way they need to be done during certain routes. So, meaning if you step out of that route and you do something extra, like safety strats, like I'm doing, it could cause some RNG to change due to the fact that you're increasing your difficulty. It's your fault. Like, you are in complete control of this game, so. Nothing really RNG based other than after you've activated the trap card. All right, so I'm gonna do this dial puzzle and I will explain it when I get to the next dial. So I have a little bit of breathing room. Make sure sometimes I need to listen out for something here. All right, we're good here. So those dial puzzles are pretty simple. I'm gonna come down this ladder. They're pretty simple, and I'll explain it after I do this part here. All right, so I'm gonna touch this, and I'm gonna move this over. Spot that I don't want her to be in. Hope she comes in here. So these dial puzzles are all the same solutions. Difference is the dial placement will be different every single time. There is a cheat sheet for that. Hey, Harriet, come in the door sooner. And then she lunges at me here. So at least we got around that. So yeah, the dial placement is, so that's what I meant by the manipulating movement and stuff like that. So we're going to be dodging lunges if we can avoid it. So yeah, these dials, they placement is not the same every single time, but the solution is the same. So if you know the placement of the dial and how many turns it takes to how many turns it takes to get turns it takes to get to each solution, you will be okay. I'm gonna hope that there is no enemy down this side. Great. Come over here, and I want to get rid of this key. Not that we're gonna go into this room. That is for later, because we're gonna be wanting to get that key out of our inventory for inventory space reason. All right. So all three of these medallions here to get into the source. Cool. Let's get those little mini cutscenes and get off out of risk. Oops. Hit the wrong button there. And grab those shotgun bullets there and carry on. Now, I'll put this knife on just to be safe. So we don't need two knives here, but we're gonna use the knife to kill the next boss. In this game, something really cool we're about to use this. The knife is the strongest weapon in this game. Its damage is based off of FPS, meaning the more FPS you have, the more damage you do. In the 120 FPS category, which is the cap, to kind of keep the playing field level for those who can't necessarily reach that cap, but can't really go over it. That's just to make sure that the damage stays on the same field. We're not necessarily following that rule, so, but we are going to be using the knife to our advantage to do stuff.
No choice. Gotta take it down.
This is fine. We have an extra knife. Just one stab away. Keep getting unlucky here. And missing a stab. If he didn't move super far away from it, we would have got it, but that's okay. Usually takes about 13 slashes with that. And that's pretty much how that goes. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this herb right here because I'm in pretty low shape. Meaning this is now increasing our DA because we're picking up these items. All right, so but we're trying to keep Leon as healthy as possible. There are planned health items along the way, and I will determine whether or not I want to grab them or not. So if we feel like we can survive, we'll survive. There's a section that we know we won't survive. We will absolutely make sure we try to be as careful as possible. All right, so we hit the switch, and now we're heading to the parking garage part of the police station. Grab this pack here for extra inventory space. We're gonna need that. All right, and here's where we first meet Ada.
I'm not done talking to you.
It's pretty empty space right here. So we're just following Ada. She's giving us access to the prison, and we're gonna go meet a new character and get a new item for us to access the 3rd floor of the building. So this is the perfect time. If this was an event, this would be a perfect time for donations here. We can talk about certain things, answer chat questions, and all that kind of stuff. All right, so we can grab that and mosey on over to the other side of the parking garage. So again, Cats are talking. We talking. We going through. That guy's on the floor. There's gonna be a cool strat we're gonna be using when we come back there. It's I think it's become normal at this point for people to do it. It's not nothing. I don't think it's super hard, but I think when you're first starting out, it can be pretty intimidating. But it's a fairly easy strat if you once you see how it works. I remember when it was first being done, people were saying it was YOLO and like it was a YOLO strat and it was hard. And once everyone figured out how to do it repeatedly, it became a simple thing. All right, so we're gonna go through these kennels that are housing some animals, some dogs, and use this crank that we picked up next to Ben. Open up the shutter. We're gonna be using this crank one other time from now, and then we'll get it out of our inventory. Okay. We're coming up on a generator puzzle where we have to turn the power on. So we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab this gunpowder for later. Grab this item, this electronic parts in the box for another puzzle later. All right, and you saw that I slightly aimed there, and that was to go so that I wouldn't walk towards the buttons. Which the combination for those buttons is the second and the third buttons for that puzzle. All right, I stay on this line here to avoid that dog. As long as you do that, you won't get bit. Run right past him. All right, fingers crossed. We come here. Another dog that hops over the things. Two 90s here. 90s are basically just cutting the corners really, really hard. Okay. Stayed on that line there to avoid those two dogs. Kind of looking bad here. Not going to do 90s here because those dogs will jump out at you sometimes. So just want to make sure that we avoid them. That's it. Clean kennels. All right. Hopefully that I still get the same luck as we do with everything else. So we have 10 shotgun shells. There's gonna be 2 zombies around this corner. There is a dodge you can do here. Use this knife to get them away from me. Meanwhile, the other zombies getting up. We're just gonna get up out of here. All right. Go to the left here. I got the steps that we went up before. All right, that's gonna be a little bit of a murder hallway when we get back there, but it's fine. When we get back, they should be shifting in a different manner, which is okay. We're gonna use the key here. All right, that gives us access to a green herb if we need it. Oops, went the wrong way. Hit that corner. All right, coming up, we're going to go to the 3rd floor to get a cog wheel, shoddy shells, and then we're gonna head outside to go see Misty and her boyfriend. All right, I was trying to be smooth and get that door open, but it didn't happen on the first try. So saw me stutter there a little bit just to get that locker open. It's okay. We're coming in here. We're grabbing this, putting it at the bottom. 2 items in my inventory. Oh, he sped towards me. That's what I meant by, you know, my luck. All right, zombie decided to turbo towards me. That's okay. Pretty good. All right, Leon breaks this ladder and we go down here. All right, so from here, I should now have the flashbangs equipped. I'm gonna walk towards this door, and as I do, I'm gonna put that out there. Gonna pop. Unfortunately, it popped with Misty on the inside and the door closed. That was bad timing, but normally if you get the timing right for that one, what will happen is Misty and her boyfriend will get blocked. Right, perfectly fine. Still made it out of there safe. What you want to happen there is for the flash to go off as the door is opening, so that it'll flash both Misty and her boyfriend, and keep them from coming out the door. You can run right past both of them at the same time. All right, we're gonna manipulate him into doing a swing here. This is Mr. X. Say hi, Mr. X. Say bye, Mr. X. Ooh, I got stuck on the door there. Leon, don't start walking for no reason, brother. Continue going forward here. I didn't grab any of the first aid. I mean, the herbs or anything that you saw, because there is a first aid right here. But we have a problem because we now have Marv and his friend casually strolling through here. All right, I wanted to grab this. They're playing with my life. This is not good. Okay, we're at a high DA now, so I gotta deal with this. I'm gonna walk this out. So you can despawn that liquor by closing that door. Take your time here. All right, I'm gonna walk this out because I just want to get past this section. I'm gonna grab these for everybody, and we're gonna reload our handgun. We're gonna delete these 2 bullets. That's for safety later, and that's for now. I'm gonna walk it out here. Zombie behind me. There's also still a liquor in here on the other side of this wall. Okay. So we just taking some safety precautions. We're gonna go up here. Mr. X is still moping around somewhere, which is fine. All right, I'm going to shoot the floor twice, just to make sure that we got their attention. See? So what that does is that manipulates those zombies to go to that door and leave you alone while you go to do this puzzle. Notice how I didn't even attract them to come bite me. They stayed over there the whole time, which is perfect, which is exactly what we want. All right, we want to try to be as careful as possible because we are at a high DA right now. Normally this isn't the case, but because we had to heal up a couple times, we got hit with that. So here we're gonna use this cog. Take it off the thing, and we're going to go back here and go up these stairs to go solve this bell tower puzzle so we can get the second clock tower piece, or electronic part, I mean, for to exit the parking garage. Oh, I forgot to put the thing up. Oh, this is gonna cost me some time. Oops. Oops. I normally would not forget that. But we're gonna get hit with the animation here, so for the cutscene.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
What's that turn? We got extra flash, so that's fine. Now we can't lose this flashbang here, so. That's fine. We're in double lunge territory, okay? So there's a chance that they will double lunge. We don't want that. Perfect. All right, let's hope and pray that we do not run into the big man himself. can happen. Hear him outside that door right now. It's funny, we left him right where we right where we started. All right, so we're in danger hallway here. Keep tapping just to make sure he's not close enough. Now we're just gonna run the rest of the way out. Way out. Actually, no, we're not. Keep going. All right, we have more than enough bullets to kind of like mitigate some things, so we're fine here. All right, now we get to go to prison. Hopefully we get that the RNG for it, or at least like the zombie placement for it. I'm getting this dog early. I don't like it. All right, so we're at full HP. We're gonna do a expert strat, I guess. That's what I'm gonna call it. All right, that puzzle solution, I believe, is RNG. Maybe not. Maybe it might be the same. I don't know. Thought it was RNG. Might not be. I'm gonna grab this first aid spray just in case. All right, that put me up by 100. Oh, we definitely gonna have a tight time. This is not a good thing. All right, had the backup grenade just in case. What was supposed to happen there was I threw the grenade. I hit that zombie, stunned that zombie, but he didn't stun when I shot him. I stun that zombie. I throw the grenade. I get it grabbed by another zombie, and then the grenade will go out into the hall and stun Mr. X before he even comes into the hallway. But because of the high DA, that zombie didn't stun, and we had to use our backup grenade. That's what the backups are for. Okay. We're out of the police station in 25 minutes. Now you can, I believe you are able to get out the police station in like 15 to 18 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Unfortunately, no.
Might even be a 10.
Didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
You look at the top times on the leaderboards, they're like 40, sub 50, 48s, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Maybe one day I will fight for one of those times, but until then,
Roads out.
I'll vibe out and enjoy me being able to do this game as fast as I can. Have a good time, speed running the way I want to speed run. And that's the beauty about speed running, is you get to do it whatever way you want to. You don't have to follow the exact rules for everything. It's whatever brings you enjoyment.
What a mess.
All right, so we're gonna pick this up, and I'm gonna give that to my shotgun, so that my shotgun can hold more bullets.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus.
If you notice, the shotgun gained 2 extra bullets.
Indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible.
So that, I don't know if that's RNG or not, because there have been times where I've combined the shotgun with that stock or with the barrel, and it gives me none, and then I reload, or it gives me 4 extra bullets from what I have.
Seems fitting.
So like if I have 4 full bullets and I have a set of bullets off to the side, it'll give me some.
Can't imagine a real scientist being down here.
According to HQ, this leads right into Umbrella's secret
All right, we got 6 on this.
Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
So some things you can do to kind of like mitigate the DA. Remember I told you that the DA is something that adjusts because of based off of you, and like if you're how well you're doing in the game. So
What the hell?
things you can kind of like do to mitigate that. Of course, main thing is to not pick up as many items. The second thing is to not kill as many enemies, and then the third thing would be to
Ken?
well, one of the third thing is kind of like a mixed bag of a bunch of
No chance.
things
You're stuck.
where you can either take damage, use specific, try to make sure you do specific things. Again, like not picking up certain items, kind of stuff. All right, so this is the alligator. Hold up, this is the alligator part. Gotcha. This is going to be the alligator. Real simple. 3 moves: left, right, left. That's it. This ain't nothing to be worried about. Back to my DA. Get up. Get up. We out. So yeah, with the DA, you are in full control, and it is what will dictate what's going on for you within the game. Best advice that I can give is to try to, as you're learning the game, if you're shooting for like a leaderboard time. So I use these 2 things. If you're playing for fun, you just want a good time, use whatever strat you want, and try to perfect that and see how that does as far as the route goes for you. I'm able to even manipulate and get times close to sub 1 hour, like close to sub 1 hour, I would say. I'm not gonna say any lower than that yet because I haven't perfected it, but I'm able to get times close to sub 1 hour by doing strats that are not the quote unquote optimized strats that they would use for leaderboard times. So the way I put it is, use strats that you're comfortable with. Start out doing things that you're comfortable with, and whittle it down. Start slowly slicing off those things that are causing you extra time. Because you might be doing stuff just to maintain that safety, right? You want to try to to survive as long as you can. You can always use the saves and stuff too. Don't think that's not an option. But as time goes on, you're going to want to optimize more and do more and more things to kind of cut that time down. And at that point, if you're looking to get that time down to a sub 1 hour time, highly recommend going to check out some of the speedrunners that are top on the leaderboard. Check out some of their runs and see what they're doing, and then slowly incorporate that into what you're doing. Like, hey, listen, I've done that before. You see them do something, you go, hey, I've done that before. Maybe I can, try to do that a little bit more consistently. Or like, hey, oh my God, they go a whole portion of the game with a specific thing. Is that right? Okay, so I gotta get close here. So this, all right, so let me cut myself short. So this is the Ada section of the game where we have to blow up fuses. Ada gets a secret weapon, which is literally just electronic, a small EMP, I guess, where it destroys electronic devices. So we use that to kind of get through this area. This area only has like 4 zombies, one of which is behind me. The second one is here. The third one is coming up. It's going to be a lady zombie. She's to my right, but you won't see her, hopefully. She's always to my right here. And then there's another zombie that's going to fall from the sky right now. So we're going to go here, finish this as fast as we can, turn around, keep it moving. All right. Coming back here. My guy should be at the corner here. Perfect. If you don't see him, if he hasn't come around the corner, he will be at that corner. So just prepare yourself to attack him once. Go up this elevator.
Got you now.
And that's it. That's Ada's section. There's nothing to it.
Always been good at running, Annette. Give you that.
In a second, we're gonna hear Mr. X. Gotta get this device activated as fast as we can. Hit the switch. and look above the switch, because through that wall is the next switch to switch the current. All right, we're gonna hit this as we can get here and just hop right through it when it blows up. I delayed that a little bit. You can be a little faster if you want. All right, I'm messing up her stair skating, but it's still kind of working. All right, stair skating is, again, it's a rhythm that there is a precise rhythm to it. But I'm gonna say it's a rhythm that you got to figure out. It's very, very hard to explain it or to teach it, because again, it's a muscle memory kind of thing. You have to learn that rhythm. But one way I learned was watching
Gonna burn
some of the
now.
some of the top runners,
You'll never get your filthy
uh,
G.
and just watching a bunch of different runners do it.
The only one after it.
And you're watching a bunch of different runners do it, and just listening to their their mouse taps. It was very interesting when I did it.
What she's doing.
Could be faster. All right, so that was the last electronic puzzle. No sweat. Ada section is done. Now time for the gauntlet of the sewers for Leon.
Not gonna happen.
So while we do all of this, this is not my first GDQ event. I also participated in UBAF, which is Unapologetically Black and Fast, as well as last year's Juneteenth event. Definitely were like some of my first entries into doing showcases and events, which was different for me for the first time. I finally put myself out there and got to enjoy
That's a pleasant smell.
what it's like to entertain and do these fun runs in front of people. What I normally stream and stuff is essentially challenge runs. So like I'm a challenge runner and a speed runner. So I like to do different challenges with speed running in mind. Meaning, so let's say like, oh, knife only. Well, I'll do knife only like 7 of the Resident Evil. I'm not gonna say all 7, but 7 of the Resident Evil games, and as fast as I can. Like that's the challenge. There's also speed run, right? So I like to do stuff like that. If you ever come check me out over on Twitch, or if you're familiar with me, you're familiar with that kind of stuff. I do that a lot, and it's not just with Resident Evil games, but that's with like any game I can get my hand for the most part.
Shit.
All right, Leon, watch your mouth. All right, so we're now in the sewers with young Leon. We're gonna come across these enemies called G mutants. They are the bane of my existence. Okay. So we gotta make sure we're gonna come across a couple that are in the water like that. We gotta make sure that we shoot them early, so that we can walk around them to avoid their command grabs. I mean, what Capcom game wouldn't be it wouldn't be a Capcom game without command grabs, right? So, because Capcom thinks they're funny. So yeah, what happens is they'll come out of the water and they'll do a grab with their one big arm. If you're too close, they will insta grab you. If you're too far, they will sort of like delay grab you, whatever. You'll be like right in the way of it. You won't make it in time. Get around them in time. So you gotta pace your distance enough so that you can, as they're coming up and they do that animation, they will not lunge or do a swing at you. You do have a flurry of other attacks. I don't know if you saw before I got up on the ledge. They did an attack where they slammed their hand into the water. That one is a touch and go. If you're far enough away from it, it's a good opportunity for you to be able to pass them. But again, you have to make sure that you're at the correct distance from them. If you are not far away from it and you're within the range of it a little bit, just a little bit of a splash range, it will stun you, and it's a potential for them to grab you. So gotta be very careful with them. All right, shoot these two guys because I don't want to deal with them. All right, our DA is a 7 right now. We're looking to lower this, but it's gonna go up as I pick up this grenade. So we're on the high end for DA. All right, I'm using the handgun bullets only in specific moments because right now anything that I do is going to cause it's going to be the bane of my, not only the bane of my existence, but like it's going to cause me some trouble. So I'm trying to reduce every ounce of trouble that I possibly can, that I have control over. All right, so we're gonna use the T handle to open up this. Grabbing these. Okay. That lowered us a little bit, I believe. No, that increased us. Never mind. Math is hard. I don't want the guy in my way. I'm gonna pick up this pack so I can have some extra room. Our DA went down a little bit there because we picked up that pack. Grab this item here. It's going to be up here. Didn't kill this guy. Cool. I was hoping I did because I wasn't sure if I killed him. The way the shot kind of bounced. So if he made it down here fast enough, he would be out of the water. But because he's not, he's down in the water. So what we got to do is wake him up, walk right past him. What I wanted for him to do was to still be in the water, standing up in the water. So then I could deal with him on the way back. So then I could show you the animation that I want to wait for to avoid him. Hopefully we'll be able to show it off on the next set of G mutants. So we'll see here. This area is really rough for me, and I'm gonna need some quiet time to kind of focus out on here, or at least quiet. I'm gonna go quiet so I don't mess this up, because I know commentator's curse is a thing for me, and the game likes to make me a liar. So we're gonna go ahead and come up here, shoot this guy so I don't have to deal with him on the way back.
This is getting worse.
Push the handgun. All right, I delayed there. Fine, I have these grenades for this reason. Okay. All right, I kind of wanted him to come closer to the ledge, but we'll see what happens. Okay. I'm gonna do this puzzle really fast, and then I'll get back to breaking down what was happening there. So yeah, with those guys, I'll show you on the way back, but we're gonna do this puzzle here real fast. Grab this. You wanna get down, brother? Yeah, I'm playing games. That's a rook, dog. Should have killed the guy on the floor in the first place. But yeah, this is a simple puzzle. You just go in and go out and open the doors and get up here and grab these pieces. Now, where it makes or breaks us is on the way back. Okay, I got my knife. One grenade left, which I need. Kind of can't get hit here. Okay, so we're kind of in a bad space because I don't know where this big guy is. I don't want to know because I don't want to get poisoned. I want him to come down here. He comes up. That's actually pretty good. Oh, no, he came up too quick. Oh, they're both here? All right. Oh, that's no. Shh. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. Don't know why both of them are right there. Don't know why both of them showed up in the water like that. But we're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna climb up here. Gotta come out.
What the hell was that?
Okay. You can just climb up and climb down. There's a way to stun them as well, but we're gonna avoid that. I'm gonna switch my headphones real fast. I've been sitting with my earbuds in the wrong the whole time, so I'm hearing sounds on the wrong side of it. And we're gonna go back upstairs to get to the next boss fight. All right, I took care of all these zombies here, so I don't have to worry about them. They normally would be up, and we don't want to risk any of that. Oh wait, no. I'm stupid. Messed that one up. Sorry. Thought I put the rook down already. I did. I put it on the wrong side. That's what it was. Okay. So that puzzle solution is when you're facing the back wall there on the left wall, it is queen, bishop, king, and then on the right wall it is pawn, knight, or pawn, rook, knight. Okay, so here the solution to this generator is 2, 3, 4. All right, and we have to activate this boss. Throw that on top of those barrels just to make sure. What that does is that damages him through the ceiling and skips this whole him slamming his hand into the floor thing. Okay. Now we're gonna wait for him to bust this open and we're gonna go past him. You ready for a semi-rough fight? Because we gotta do this correctly. This fight is based off of his HP. If we don't do it correctly, nightmare. We gotta start it over. So hopefully I don't have to do that for y'all. IDA, so
Now I get...
okay. That's good. One and done. Thank you. It's been a while.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
So this is what I use the SRT tool for, to see the health bar. But if you're a good judge of damage, then you should be able to do that without the SRT. You want to get him below for that fight. You want to get him. You have to get him below 50% HP.
Nice.
So that the crane can kill him and knock him off the ledge. That's the only way to end that fight. So you saw what I did there was I basically lured him down to the ramp. I ran over, hit the button to start the crane so it could go back, and then I immediately moved to my left to pick up a flash and a knife. So you want to go into that fight with at least 2 knives. If you can go in there with 3, which it is possible for you to go in there with 3. As you saw, like I did waste a knife earlier in the run. If we keep ourselves safe up until this point, we can get into that fight with three knives. So you'll be knifing him down with the 2 knives. You'll flashbang him first, obviously, before the crane leaves, and then you'll knife him down. You can get in front of him, knife him, and it'll stun him just off the jump. So you don't have to really worry too much about it, right? So yeah, and then you just knife him down. You want to get him somewhere around like 68%, and then hit the button, and then go back to knifing him again until he's below 50%. So that way, if you can keep him within the line of the switch and where the crane was sitting, you don't have to really move too much. But because he was further back, and I had to start knifing him a little bit early, just so I could get the correct amount of damage in, because again, we're high DA. So you saw that he poked me once. He tanked the hit. He was tanking some hits, so he got up and tanked that hit. We're gonna grab this grenade here. Hit, of course. Move too far to the right. I mean to the left there, but it's fine. So yeah, you saw that he moved and swiped me, but it's okay. We got past it. Now we're in the labs. We're coming up towards the end of the game, so this is gonna be fun. We already started off really good, right? We got grabbed, so I'm gonna grab this so I can shoddy shells. Grab a knife here. We shot that door before we came into the cafeteria for a reason, and it was to distract that zombie that's behind me. Show you in a minute. Perfect, fine. We missed a shot, but he did not lunge at us, so that's the RNG there. We're at levels where these zombies will either double lunge, no lunge, or whatever. Well, I'm more so concerned about double lunging. No lunges is just pure luck at this point. So I'm gonna go in here. There's some extra shoddy shells in here. We're gonna grab those. So the shotgun is now going to be our end all be all. Gonna hit this thing here. While this is going, we're gonna go over here and grab the modulator. Put that in our top slot. So we're gonna work our way over to the next switch and get the next little platform, I guess. Walkway. That's what it's called. It's called a walkway. Oh my god, I know words. Love to see it. This is gonna be a little bit different than my other submissions. My other submissions were showcases of the events that I've been participating in. This one, since I'm a little rusty, I had to go off and record this off to the side. Hopefully I got it done in enough time and show it off. Thinking about what I want to do here for a second. I'm gonna put this one because I want the weaker knife first. We're gonna grab that gunpowder because we're gonna come up with some ammo later. We're already at high DAs, so what we do here don't really matter. That's 204 is the code for that one, and then 4831. We use these 2 codes to immediately access the areas that we need to go into for this section of the lab. Usually what you would have to do is you would I need that. Normally what you would do is find a statue with the codes on them. Find one statue with a code on them, and then I forget what the other one is. It's been so long since I've done that, like legit. All right, we're gonna grab that, and I'm gonna put this here because we don't need knives in our first slots. And we're gonna solve this puzzle. Hope that dude down there comes down the lane. It's great. I want him there. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do this puzzle. Puzzle solution is
Manual mode engaged. Adjust amount of
so
solution
blue,
to match cartridge capacity.
red, green, blue, red, blue, green, blue, red, green. So blue, red, green, red, blue, green, blue, red, green. The solution for this puzzle on the first scenario is a lot easier than this because it's literally just red, blue, green, red, blue, green, red, blue, green. Can't really mess that up too badly. All right, so I'm gonna go over here and grab this grenade on the ground. All right, totally increasing our DA. There's some gunpowder, some large gunpowder here. We're gonna make some shoddy shells. It's gonna be our ammo for the rest of the game. We got unlucky. The ivies chose to move. One fell down though, so that's fine. I think one went through a door, so I don't like the way I heard that, which is rare, but it's fine. This just means I'm gonna be doing safety strats here. Ammo there. I'm going to do to make sure everybody's dead. Shotgun to the head. I know that rhymed. That was not the intention. Susan, you got up. I missed. Back to where you came from. I didn't mean to use that. Okay. Now for this puzzle, we just gotta match the frequency and I'm gonna grab this now. I can be running in a normal fashion. What I would like to do, there's the second though, so it is two statues. One statue is in this room and the other statue is out there on the table. And they both have the codes for the door. What we're gonna do is we're gonna a slow walk, a safety walk. All right. Hopefully during the actual event, if I get whatever event I'm in, and we're able to show off the risky strats.
Cooling complete.
So the safety strat is pretty much to walk your way through. I know speed running, this is speed running, you're walking, yada 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 yada. But the risky strats is you come out here, you'd have bullets, you'd shoot the floor, the lickers will jump onto the ceiling, and then you throw a flash and it will stun them, and you're able to run all the way back to the exit. But we want this extra knife in here too. For the boss, because we're gonna need it, right? So grab that there. Slow walk back over here. And again, remember, lickers operate off of move faster when the camera's not facing them, so we don't want to do that too much. So we're here. Don't know where the ivy is. One ivy was in a position I didn't believe he would be. Now the ivy is right there. Cool. Got kind of lucky there.
Dispensing.
EA is 87, which is fine.
That did the
Go
trick.
back in here. Everything should be dead now because of the herbicide,
Warning. You have dispersed
but
a
they will still be in our way when we go to leave. So we're gonna make sure. Ooh, I don't like you there. Don't like you there.
may be subject to
Let's see how this works out for us.
disciplinary measures.
That one just got up, which is fine. Good. All right, I had to take my time with those two because they were in such bad positions. That was literally like a fly trap. All right, I'm going to heal up here. Take that heal. Take this heal. Let's just make sure we're at max health here because we're gonna be at max DA. Probably so. And now we're heading off to the final battle.
Hopefully the G sample's up there.
I'm going to go off to the room to the side to get some ammo. There's one last set of gunpowders that we can go in there and grab. So we're going to do that just to be safe. We're also going to have some grenades here to work with as well. So we're going to be using all the good stuff. AWS. There is a powder here. All right, so we kind of want a little bit more, but I don't think we're gonna have enough for the All right, we're pushing it, yo. We at Mac DA.
Back to Ada.
Almost. We're at 88. We are at a level that we should not be at. But we're gonna take it.
Lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence. Class A breach detected. Lab quarantine until target is neutralized.
Take it. He's not swinging the way I want him to. Might be a reset here, but it's okay. Okay. Wasn't as clean as I wanted, but we did it. We did the job.
Ending quarantine.
Oh wait, I need to go back down. There's a item that I need.
Initiated. Self-destruct sequence.
Okay. So pretty scuffed run, but those. Hey, trying to remember which corner we are.
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected.
It's not the one
Self-destruct sequence.
on the other side.
Lockdown is complete. Attention.
Okay. So now we're heading to the final boss. We got to limp our way all the way back to Ada. No worries though. We're not gonna be limping our way all the way to the final boss. We're gonna get a first aid spray after this part. So. And we legit have no ammo except for like four shotty shells. I guess that's not that bad.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
We tried our best.
Attention.
I threw the grenades way too early, so he tanked all three of them. That's crazy to me. Yeah. Now we get on the elevator. We head downstairs. All right, and the final fight, which is something I always do. I never do it normal anymore. There is some normal ways you can do it, but you can speed it along and just have some fun with it. Next fight is like a time. It's both timed and damage based. So again, the player has control over whether or not they want to speed through this part. Essentially, if you do damage to him, to the next boss, it will speed up the event. It's a sequenced event. You know, you can't skip it. We have to do it. But it'll speed up the time to the event. So essentially that's what we want to do, is to speed it up, but to also swag out a little bit. Heals up.
9 minutes until
Grab the knife.
detonation.
Notice we keep that one knife on deck. Let's keep a shotgun out here because some of these homies out here, they wild. My guy's in the middle of the street. That's why I say they wild. Normally we get better RNG than that, but it's okay. No worries here.
Is this a fucking joke?
Bait him out one last time. We'll see him soon. Cut that corner a little too hard.
8 minutes until
Can I go through the door, bro? Aye. All right, and we are here now at the final section. I'm gonna heal that, use that herb, put our item here, and we're gonna go ahead and get this last part done. I'm gonna unequip my weapons. Make sure we're good on the knife, and see if we can get this done. So for this section, or this part, knife does the most damage in the game, right? Also stuns him. Ooh. So you gotta be careful, like the angle that you're standing on with him. Oh, unfortunately, the stagger's from the rocks. I'm gonna throw a grenade. Speed it up a little bit. Oh, you poked me. Nice. I'm gonna die here. Ah, I went off too late. GG's. All right. Well, at least I get to show it off. So we're gonna load right at the elevator, which is fine. Fortunate. Singular death, but it's okay. So we load just to make sure we still have the same time and the same DA and all that kind of stuff. Equip and equip. Direction where you're facing with the knife too is important. You want to make sure it's kind of hitting the center body so it can hit the heart. You have to be mindful about the amount of swings that you're doing because it will, durability will run out if you're missing or hitting his body a lot. Keep in mind that what my durability is. This is also why I have two knives. The backup knife. Okay, he chose to do that hard swing. Alright, now I'm getting stuck. Move out the way here. He's getting close to where we want him to be. So I'm gonna put this on just in case.
Uh-oh. Not good.
Alright.
Where did this thing?
Back. Oh, we stay there, right? Stay right there, bucko. Well, I don't want no more shenanigans for you, big guy. You've done enough tonight.
At the bottom left.
Alright, let's go ahead. Top of that, so as to not incur any more shenanigans. Alright, Leon gets to the platform, but this is not over yet. We got one more boss. And we are absolutely hurt right now, but that's okay. I think there's a heal in here. I never looked to see if there was a final frontier. This is uncontrollable. We can't do anything about this, so.
You got a problem with death?
So here we want to get him as soon as we see the eye. We have no choice but to wait.
Come on! Want some more? Christ!
Alright, I shot too early, so that's why the grenades and the knife didn't really, grenades and everything didn't really do anything. But that is Leon's second standard. Alright, we got a 1:10:33. So again, a lot of the end time you can't really control, so that's like roughly 40 or 50 seconds that you can't really do anything about. Close to a minute, honestly. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you during an event in the showcase.